Hey guys. All right, we are so excited. We're just going to jump right in since we only have 15 minutes. All right, so this is our Ruby training, our game plan for Ruby. All of you said that you wanted to be Ruby by March 31st. So we are going to get just nitty and gritty on how to make that happen exactly. So really quick, we just wanted to talk specifics with you on your chart. For those of you who don't really know necessarily what you need to go Ruby, Ruby means, this is your chart. These rectangles all represent distributors. So Ruby means that you have a total of 5 people on your team. 3 people are on your top line. And then one of those people has gone executive, and that means they have 2 distributors on their team. So Ruby is a total of 5 distributors. You technically only need to sign 3 of those people. However, I am of the mindset, I always look at things like it's build my own business. This is, my Ruby chart. So I look at it as I need 5 distributors. If Susie Q comes into your business and, signs some on her own, that's awesome. But you need 5 people to go Ruby. 4 of those people, if you look at this chart, the gray boxes, 4 of those people need to have 400 in volume. So that is, your customer orders. So our game plan for you, hopefully you guys have notes, paper, pencil. Our game plan for you is to aim to have these distributor boxes filled by the end of February, if at all possible. And then in March, we can kind of finish up filling up the volume where we need it. Lindsay, do you have anything you want to add there? How did I just draw on that?
Sorry, I was like, I don't know what I just did. Did I do that?
I don't know. Did you? That's pretty cool if you did. We need to figure out how to do that again in a more meaningful manner. All right. Do you have anything you want to add there, though?
I don't think so. Because I'm kind of like you as far as, the plans, as far as, you want to get boxed in by February and everything. I don't think so. I think you.
Okay. So some of you might be thinking oh my gosh, that sounds like a lot. Don't panic. You are drawing on my chart. What are you doing?
I didn't do that.
Okay. What the heck? All right. Anyway, if you are feeling oh my gosh, that's so much, don't. Because these things, once you have that fire and you're rolling, these things really have a way of just taking off like crazy. So trust us when we say that. So what is the game plan for doing that, for signing those customers, for signing those distributors? I'm just going to say one word, and this is your word for the next 3 months or 2.5 months, and that is discipline. Your word is discipline. That is how this is going to happen. So the rest of what we're going to say is probably going to be a lot of stuff that you probably know, but maybe you're not necessarily following through with it. So we want to help you do that. So what should your daily list look like? You should be starting your day or starting your work sessions with affirmations, with having your mind in a positive place. So for me, I have them saved on the notes in my phone. I have my dream board screenshotted as my screensaver, lots of daily reminders of what I want things to look like. So I want you guys to be doing that too. Outside of that, how do you get to work? You're going to make sure that you're posting every single day. What are you going to be posting about? You're going to be posting about products and results. And I'm going to break that down really specifically. So you want to be sharing people's results pictures a lot. You want to be sharing what you're using. You being a product of the product here is literally going to explode your business. So if you have health goals, if you have fitness goals, if you want to grow your hair out, whatever, fill in the blank. You being passionate and excited about the products is going to be huge. So you're posting about what you're loving, about the results you're getting, you're sharing results from other people. Are you doing that 27 times a day? No. We have to have a balance. So, Lindsay, what do you think? Like, per day?
Well, like I was talking to you earlier, so you definitely want to kick everything in high gear. The big thing here is going to be consistency. Like, you have to throw out the thoughts of, I don't want to be annoying, I don't want people to unfriend me, I don't want people to get sick of following me, so I'm not going to post about this, I'm not going to be excited about this, because you can't think like that. Like, I remember when I started, I never thought that. And I thought, you know what, if someone would send from me, whatever. My dad, I unfriended him. But you have to remember why you're doing this. Like, you're doing this to reach a goal for you and your family. So while, though, we want you to be posting like crazy and being excited about your business, don't let that consume your news feed. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be vomiting it works all over your Facebook. You still want to be showing people that you're that real person. I think that's something really important, even though we say it all the time. I think it's even more important now when you're really pushing for a goal like this, because you feel like, okay, I have to put up It Works post like every 30 minutes. I have to let people know, you know what I mean? Like, but you don't want to exactly do that. You want to still be showing your excitement, show people what you're using. Every day, you want to be messaging, even if it's following up, even if it's checking in with a loyal customer, checking in with a teammate, messaging someone new, asking them if they'd be interested in, being a product model. Every single day, you should be sending out some kind of messages, like every single day. And you should be keeping track of those names of those people that you're talking to. You should be keeping track of your potentials, because I think something huge to really make these numbers fill into the chart, and once you get people like distributors on there, is the following up. Like, that's what's going to be huge in sealing the deal and getting those numbers up, is the follow up. And I know when I hear people talk about signing a bunch of loyal customers in a month or whatever they're doing, it all comes down to their following up. Like, they're going back, they're asking people, okay, when do you get paid? I'm going to mark it down. If someone tells them, I'm interested, let me look into this, they're following up in a couple days, asking them, hey, did you get to check into it? Do you have more questions? Like, you can't just wait for them to come to you. You have to go to them. So I just think those are the big things. Like, you've got to like be following up. You've got to be talking to people every single day. And my other thing is, I was going to add, when you're trying to get distributors, or when you're, I'm not going to say trying, but when you're working on getting distributors on your chart, on your team, you don't want to have just anybody. And I know when
so don't go sign your brother, your sister,
like, you don't want
unless they really want to do it.
Yeah, but you don't want to say, hey, grandma, can I sign you up as a distributor on my team? Hey, mom, I'm going to sign you up just because I need to get distributors, because you want people that really want to work. Now, if they really want to do this, it's a different story, but you don't just want to get names on your chart. And I can just tell you guys from my past experience that, that never works out well. So just don't ever feel like, oh, well, I really want to hit that goal because I know I'm going to make more money. So who cares if I just sign up these people and they don't do anything? I'll just do the work for everybody. You can't do that. And it's not going to work that way. Like, you want people that want to do this with you.
Yes. So we're posting about products. We're not just posting about It Works. What are our business posts going to look like? We need to keep a variety here too. So something that's really important is you posting about what the business is doing for you. And that can be something super small. You guys seriously do not feel like you don't have a big story yet, so you can't be sharing what the business is doing for you. Because I will tell you right now that I signed way more distributors per month when I was, like on the way up to Diamond. You guys do not underestimate the power of Rap Cash paying for a box of diapers, or your gas, taking a picture of your gas tank, or a picture of your groceries, and thanking It Works for helping with groceries this month. You don't have to specifically break down if It Works bought the milk or the whole cart. Like, just throw in those little things that it's doing for you.
Well, go ahead. And I think just something even being able to say is like saying like, I remember like, you know, before being with It Works, like I could only put $5 to $10 in my gas tank because that's all I could afford. I just filled up my tank. You know what I mean? Like little things like that. Because me, I remember only putting $5 into my gas tank because that's all I could afford. You know what I mean? And now to go to the gas station and be able to fill up and not have to look at that, that's something that people can relate to. So like when Jen's talking about that, those are the kinds of things that are gonna really get people. That's what's gonna, you know, help reel people in. Not saying, woohoo, like It Works just paid off my, like, you know, brand new car or what, you know, that's out of people's like mind space right now. Like they're thinking about, how can I get week to week? How can I survive? You know, how can we get groceries? Things like that. Or like those little emergencies, a doctor's visit, car trouble, you know, something goes wrong at your house, like little things like that. Are what people are like really like what's going to relate to them. And like Jen said, I know, but myself, like I was signing people like crazy before I went diamond. You know, so you guys can totally, like 1,000,000%, you guys can do this. It's just, you got to believe it. I have a couple other things I want to add, but I'll shut up to see if you're going to talk about them.
Really quick. So with posting about the business, also like share other people's stories. That's another really powerful thing. Like you don't have to every single day be like, thanks, It Works for this, thanks for that. Share other people's stories too. And make sure that you're occasionally throwing in posts, and not every single day, but make sure you are occasionally doing the, like, I have 2 spots for friends who want to make some extra money from home. Because guys, as crazy as this sounds, it doesn't always click that because you're doing this and you're sharing what it's doing for you, that it's an option for them to do it too. So just those are kind of the 3 categories of lifestyle or business posts. So posting is on your list, affirmations on your list, messaging, tracking your leads, tracking the people interested, keeping your hundreds list updated, following up. But also 2 more things really quick. Make sure that you're adding people every single day. Whatever social media you're on, make sure that you are growing your network every single day. And again, this is like go big or go home time. So as much as you possibly can. And make sure that you're becoming best friends with everyone on your social media. And what does that mean? Commenting on people's stuff, connecting with people, interacting with people, being friendly, just making friends with people.
Yeah, my one other thing I was going to say before we end, have your chart out. Like, even if you can't print one out, because I'll tell you, I didn't have a printer until I was double diamond, so I drew my charts out for every rank up to that point, and I would hate when my upline would say, can you send me your chart, because it would be like drawn on because I was not a very good artist. I didn't have very good like
rectangle
size or something like that. I don't know, weird. But I always had my chart drawn out, you guys, and it's so important. You cannot just say, I'm going to go Ruby, and then you're not charting it. You're not putting names on paper. Another thing, steps to success every single month. I know it sounds so silly, and I mean, to me it sounds so silly, but when I print that paper out and I have it and sitting out and I'm writing names in, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, holy crap, look at me. And again, if you cannot print it out, write it out every single month. But every month, you guys start a fresh one. Like I pulled out a bunch. I was cleaning out some of my stuff. I had so many saved. It was crazy, but it really does make you feel good because it's giving you something to look at to say, this is what I'm going for. This is what I'm doing. So those are 2 things that I really encourage you guys to make sure you're doing too, to really go after these goals.
So that's your list. Now you're going to get off here and you're going to think, what am I going to do over the next 2.5 months or a little over to really be disciplined to get this done? What am I going to give up? When am I going to clock into this? When am I going to schedule this? Like really be specific with yourself about when you're going to get it done, because this is not going to happen scrolling social media or being caught up on all your favorite shows. Like there's going to be some sacrifices, and you guys, they're going to be so worth it. So we're just so excited for you. We're here if you guys have any questions. Always, like literally, if you message somebody and somebody responds and you don't know what to say, message us. That is what we're here for.
Yeah, and share your excitement. Like if you're signing someone, if you talk to someone, if you have a message that works, a post that works, post it on Freedom Wrappers. Share that excitement. Like we want to cheer you guys on. We don't care. Go crazy. But also like whenever you guys get off here, think about 5 people that you'd want to see on your team. Think about the kind of people that you would want on your team, and kind of incorporate that in with, you know, what names you want to see on there. And you know what? Message them. If you have a relationship built with them, message them. Like this is a time to throw those fears out the window and just let them know how excited you are, how amazing you think they'd be with you on this journey. And you know, I'm just really excited for you guys. And you guys have no idea. We had a triple and above Zoom today with Mark, and holy cow, I'm like really excited for you guys like don't even know what's going to be happening, and I don't even know really, but I kind of get like sprinkles.
We know a little sprinkle.
Right. So
get ready, you guys. Like throw all excuses out the window and let's do this.
Yes. All right, you guys.
Good night.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.